Assalamualaikum. Today, me and my friends will talk about self care. Happiness starts with yourself.
The subject code is ZEU2311 Effective Communication Final Assessment. This slide is prepared for Madam Shahida for our final assessment. Now, before we start, we would like to introduce ourselves. My name is Nadia binti Ramide, and the others is...
Hi, my name is Nabiha binti Mohamad Najib.
My name is Nurfaresha dan Muhammad Fahir.
And my name is Amirul Asyraf bin Noor Azmi.
So this is our content. The first one is importance of taking care of yourself as a student. The second one is 12 self-care tips for students in the coronavirus lockdown. And the last one is the outcomes if a student take a good care of themselves during lockdown.
Okay, so for the first content, we have the importance of taking care of yourself as a student. Okay, so for the thoughts, since most of us have experienced a lockdown previously, it is easy to start neglecting self-care and get into a bit of a trance, feeling unmotivated and drowsy. And for our opinion, as a student, we should definitely take it into an action and start on taking care more of ourselves. Taking care of yourself as a student can help reduce stress, enhances the quality of life, improves overall well-being, helps build certain future plans, minimizes the academic pressure, shrinks tricky interpersonal relationships, and lastly, assists management of daily stress in life.
Alright, for the next content is 12 self-care tips for students in the coronavirus lockdown, with second national lockdowns happening in Malaysia and local lockdowns and restrictions in many other countries, self-care is more important than ever. So, we prepare 12 self-care checklists. So, it's the 12 self-care that me and my friends will talk about. As you guys can see, we make the layout look more simple, so the students can print it out and they can tick their self-care. Okay, for the first self-care, take a break from the internet. We all have been encouraged to use our phones as much as possible during COVID-19, and they are undeniably a great way to stay connected with friends and family. Technology gives us the opportunity to disconnect from an often scary reality and share our feelings and experience with others. So, how do we want to take a break from internet? You can take a break from the internet with mute your gadgets or turn it off. With these tips, you can decrease anxiety, feelings of loneliness, and low self-esteem.
Okay, for the second self-care, students should get some fresh air. How do they do that? By opening the window or going for a quick walk. And why do they need to do that? It can help strengthen your immune system by increasing your oxygen intake. Get some fresh air for just 10 minutes outside can help you clear your head and give you a completely fresh perspective. You can make some time in your life to get outside and breathe the freshness. And next one is
Okay, so for the third tip is avoid excessive alcohol and caffeine. So how do we avoid it? Okay, instead of a large amount of alcohol or coffee, next time try taking a small portion. Like when you go to get your coffee, try taking the 8 ounces cup at Starbucks. Or maybe try out something new, like consider changing from coffee in the morning to tea. Why coffee and alcohol is dangerous, caffeine can dehydrate us, as well as increasing our heart rate and blood pressure. Meanwhile, excessive alcohol consumption can lead to a whole host of problems like digestive and endocrine glands, inflammatory damage, and many more. I'm not saying you should cut these things out completely. Just being aware of your intake can help you consume them in moderation and stay healthy. Another caution is even those sugary milkshake drinks like frappuccinos contain caffeine. So next time, ask to have yours made with decaf.
Next is stop reading the news. So, how to stop reading the news? So, instead of constantly checking the news, you can try muting your news apps after checking them one each day. Because most of what you read online today is pointless and it's not going to help you make a better decision for your life. And why you have to start reading news? It is because when the pandemic first started was that the sheer amount of information available became very overwhelming very quickly and particularly with the news. And next.
Okay, for the next one is keep in touch with friends and family. As the longer nights draw in and the weather gets colder, many of us will start to feel a bit homesick. During this time, it's vital to regularly connect with friends and family. Have virtual meetups with your friends and family, host an online movie marathon, or just give them a call on the phone. Starting your day by chatting on the phone to someone you care about will put you in a much more positive mood.
Okay, so for the sixth self-care, it is move your body. How do we move your body? Just by simply going for a walk in the park, a jog, or a bike ride around your block. Why do we do that? Because regular physical activity helps to improve your fitness. Um, this doesn't have by moving your body, it doesn't have to be full body home workout. If you're anything like me, eh, dancing or zumba for 20 minutes is enough. It can build strong bones and muscle, control your weight, and also reduce symptoms of anxiety and depression. And the next one is
Okay, so for the next tip is to pay attention to what you eat or drink. So how do we do that? It is by eating a healthy, balanced diet. Eating a healthy, balanced diet is one of the most important things you can do to protect your health. In fact, up to 80% of premature heart disease and stroke can be prevented through your life choices and habits such as eating a healthy diet and being physically active. A healthy diet can help you lower your risk of heart disease and stroke by improving your cholesterol levels, reducing your blood pressure, helping you manage your body weight, and controlling your blood sugar.
Next self-care is do something you love. So how to do something, how to start doing something you love is carve out time for your passion and hobbies, or whether that's hiking, crafting, dancing, reading, for fun or cooking. So why do you need to do something you love? Because it can help you to manage your stress and can increase your happiness level. Making time to do what you love also can lift your mood and expand your social skill among people. Next.
Alright, for the nine self-care tips is practice self-compassion. Self-compassion entails being warm understanding towards ourselves when we suffer, fail, or feel inadequate. When we suffer, fail, and inadequate, rather than ignoring our pain or flagellating ourselves with self-criticism. So, in other easy sentence, just treat yourself like you would treat your best friend. Why? Because with these tips, you can have greater happiness, life satisfaction, motivation, and physical health.
And for the next one is practice deep breathing. How do you do that? Just take 5 minutes at least once a day to practice breathing. And why do we do that? Just to simply put extra oxygen does wonders for the body and mind. Um, Practice deep breathing can cleanse, opens, and soothes different parts of our being, and is overall something extremely healthy we can all do. In just those few minutes, you can lower your blood pressure and heart rate, and thus reducing the physical effects of stress. And the next one is
Okay, so for the next one is stick to a sleep schedule. So I think most students have this problem because they end up do their assignments late and eventually will sleep even later. So people should aim for 7 to 9 hours of sleep each night. However, the best times to go to sleep and wake up will vary among individuals. Many different factors, including a person's age, work schedule, and sleep patterns, affect the ideal sleep time. However, in general, it is best to aim for consistency in sleep hours and to wake up at a set time every day, as this may help regulate the sleep cycle. So why do we have to stick to a sleep schedule? It is because it can maintain the timing of the body's internal clock and can help you fall asleep and wake up more easily.
Okay, for the last one is create a comfortable environment. So, choosing a right place to do your work or study is very important thing because it can affect your work if you're not choosing a great place. So, how to choose a comfortable environment? A clean environment helps to create a more positive atmosphere. And why a comfortable environment is important? Because it can help you improve your concentration levels, and it also can improve your mood.
okay. For the last part of our content is the outcomes if a student take a good care of themselves during lockdown. Next, please. Okay, for the outcomes, the first one is positive mindset. Wonderful thing about positive mindset is that you can lean into your best version of yourself. Positivity makes it easier to achieve your goals. That's because when you're in a positive frame of mind, you can make better decisions. You can look ahead and plot a course rather than just reacting to the setbacks you encounter. And you don't get too stuck with the negative self-talk. And the next one is
Okay, so for the next outcome is the healthy lifestyle. Maintaining a healthy lifestyle requires persistence and dedication, but not without reward. These tips can improve your health in nearly every regard, with benefits extending past the widely known lower risk of disease.
Okay, for the next outcome is stable mental. So mental health is very important because it can help you to cope with the stress or in your life, be physically healthy, and also helps you to have a good relationship. So when you are mentally stable and in control of your thoughts and action, you will be able to trust yourself and have a generally high sense of confidence.
Last but not least, by self-care, we can soothe our feelings. When you're relaxing by yourself, it's much easier to slip into a state of quiet meditation, enjoy some self-reflection, or let your problems work themselves out in the back of your mind without taking all of your focused concentration.
That is it for our video presentation. Thank you so much for listening and for your attention. Thank you.
Thank you.
You.